In this video, I'm going to talk about 6 countries that resume spouse CR1, IR1, children CR2, IR2 visa services. If it's something you want to know, just stay tuned and I'll be right back.
USA Monde.
Good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA Monde and welcome back and thanks for watching. If it's your first time on my channel, as always, welcome. Here I help newcomers, permanent resident, and also U.S. citizen regarding the immigration questions, issues, and sometimes I give advice to newcomers to United States of America based on my own experience regarding the stuff they need to do here in the United States of America to have a better life. But today's video, like I said in the introduction, is going to be about 6 different countries that resume immigrant visa services, spouse visa services like IR1, CR1, and also children visa services like IR2, CR2. Some of them will resume IR3 visa services as well. Some of you guys who are petitioner, who file a petition for a relative and you've been waiting for a visa interview, you've been sending me a message, want to know when the U.S. consulate in your country will resume on those visa services, and like I say, those spouse and children visa services. Well, if you want to know those 6 countries that resume those visa services, let's go in front of my computer. Okay guys, to come to this page, you have to tap on usembassy.gov, and then from here you're going to choose on your country, okay, the country you want to check a U.S. embassy update for. So the first country that resume spouse visa CR1, IR1, and children visa CR2, IR2 visa is it will start with T, so it's gonna be Thailand. Okay, let's click on Thailand. You click on this one, then you will come here, the U.S. Embassy Bangkok. You click on that, and then that will bring you to this page. You click on visas. And then when you click on visa, as you can see, they resume routine non-immigrant visa services for all visa categories. And also when you come over here on the bottom, they also resume processing most immigrant visa category, okay, and it's currently addressing its blockage of cases. So they say most immigrant categories, children, spouse of U.S. citizen are high priority, so they always start with those. So if you are, or maybe your spouse or your children lives in Bangkok and they have to go to the embassy there, you need to contact the U.S. embassy regarding their visa appointment, okay, and that's what is going on. All right, now let's go to the second country that resume immigrant visa services for spouse and children of U.S. citizen. Let's check the second one. We'll start with I. Okay, so let me see. So I. So the second country will be India. Click on that. You check U.S. Embassy in New Delhi. Okay, then over here we're gonna click on visas. When you click on visas, here's what you see. Okay, they resume on some certain visa services and non-immigrant visa services, but since we checking immigrant visa services, you see here on immigrant visas, the United States Embassy in New Delhi and consulate in Mumbai resume closed for most routine visa services at this time. We have resumed processing of spouse IR1, CR1, and children IR2, CR2 of U.S. citizens in chronological order and of how they were received. So they resume those services. If your relative will go to those embassy for those type of visas, well, now you have to contact them, and also sometimes if you don't receive visa appointment right away, it just means that there is no appointment available, visa appointment available yet. That's the reason why NVC didn't schedule the interview for you, but they resume visa services. Okay. All right, let's move to this third one. The third country that resume on those visa on spouse and children of U.S. citizen visa will be, let's go, we'll start with S. So we'll go Senegal. So Senegal, I think on November 16th, that's when they resume those visa services, but we just want to double check. Click on Senegal, then we're going to click on that's U.S. Embassy in Senegal. We come here, visas. Okay, let's click on, you see visas. As you can see here, as of November 16, the United States Embassy in Senegal resumed certain routine immigrant and non-immigrant visa services. Okay, so they resume partial of immigrant non-immigrant visa services. So if your spouse or your children are going to those that embassy for visa, and especially for you are U.S. citizen and your spouse on categories either CR1 or IR1 or your children or category or IR2 or CR2, well, you have to contact the U.S. Embassy if you didn't get a visa appointment here, or you can just wait until NVC schedule an appointment for you. Okay, you can feel free to call NVC as well. Then let's move to the fourth one, the fourth country that resume visa services, especially for those categories I'm talking about. The fourth one will be Nigeria. Okay, let's click on Nigeria and see what's going on. So here, click on Nigeria, and then over here we click U.S. Embassy Abuja. Okay, click on this, take out this page right here. Over here, click on visas. So I think don't worry about this one. Click on this link right here, and then that will take you to this website. Okay, and then from here they say notification on current status of services in Nigeria. You click on this one, and then as you can see, since October 13, the United States Embassy in Abuja and the United States Consulate in Lagos resume certain migrant and non-immigrant visa services, including immigrant visa in the IR1, CR1, IR2, CR2, and IR3 classes. Okay, and also there is some non-immigrant visa like in F category, M and J category. So if you are a U.S. citizen, your spouse and children will go to those U.S. consulate for visa. Well, if you don't receive the appointment letter yet, you can contact NVC or check with the U.S. embassies and see if they receive your case. Okay, all right, then let's move to the fifth country that resume visa services. The fifth country that resume those visa services will be, start with I again, Indonesia. Okay, let's click on Indonesia and see what's going on. We got a U.S. Embassy in Jakarta. I even talked about this one in my last video. So click on this one, click on visas, and then from here we're gonna, you see over here, let me see. Okay, so you can see here they start on immigrant, they resume visa services on this category, IR1, IR2, CR1, and CR2 immigrant visa. Okay, as you can see here, they say it's now processing certain immigrant and non-immigrant visa. So these visas are included. So if your family, your relative will go to that embassy regarding those visa categories, you need to let them know. Okay, all right, and then the last country we're going to talk about today will be, let's see, will be Togo. Okay, so let's say Togo. Let's click on Togo. I even talked about this one also in my last video. Let's check on US Embassy in Lomé. Okay, and then as you can see over here, the US Embassy in Togo is currently processing immigrant visas for the following immigrant visa classes: IR1, IR2, CR1, CR2, and they say IH3 and 4. So yep, they resume visa services in those categories as well. So if you are a US citizen, your spouse and children will go to that embassy for those visa. You need to contact the US embassy or NVC if you didn't receive an appointment letter yet, so you know exactly what's going on. Okay, so basically guys, those are the 6 countries that resume CR1, IR1, CR2, IR2 visa category, so visa services I should say. So all right, so I'm gonna keep on checking the update for you guys, and if you have any question, as always, feel free to let me know. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys love it, learn something from it. If you know somebody who needs to watch this video, please share with that person. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you've been watching my video, never subscribe, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button or hit my picture over here. Once again, my name is John. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.
USA Monde.